Hello and welcome to the Abundology Podcast. My name is Renee Spears and I'm a law of attraction mentor and a spiritual advisor, and I help people be happy and have more money, love, time, and joy in their lives. I'm coming to you from an icy, stormy downtown Portland, Oregon, and this is the weekly energy update for the week of February 14th, 2021. Every Sunday I talk about how the energy is going to be for the week ahead, and I also infuse the show with positive vibes, so you do get a little positive energy boost just for listening. So happy Valentine's Day! And as Valentine's Days go, this one is pretty good. This is the day we show the ones we love that we love them. But it's also the time to think about the things we love about ourselves. Living an abundant life requires confidence, and the road to confidence is paved in self-love. I work with clients that want to increase their confidence, and one of the things we focus on is replacing that critical voice in your head with its positive twin sister. So today, spend some time appreciating yourself. However that looks, maybe you're an excellent cook or runner or parent. Appreciate that you made it through the last year. No matter how ugly it was, you did it. You made it through. And now we are on the downhill side of this pandemic. You have to be your number one cheerleader. And that all starts in your head, in your thoughts. Now, my parents were athletes. My dad is a world-class runner. He still holds records in his age group. And he will tell you that within 30 seconds of meeting him. My mom played tennis and racquetball, and she was very good at both of those. And I grew up spending my weekends at races and at tournaments. One of the things that makes a great athlete is how they talk to themselves. And my parents taught me how to talk to myself in my head by saying things like, "You can do it. You're strong. You're almost there. Keep calm. I'm calm and relaxed and strong." So I still say these things to myself. I was carrying in groceries yesterday, and what should have been 2 trips to the car, I thought I could make it in one. So I was carrying in like 6 bags of groceries. I don't know, maybe 50 pounds of groceries at once. And the whole way I was saying to myself, "You can do it. You're almost there. You're strong." So the voice in your head is such an important part of confidence and confidence building. It's pretty hard to be confident if you have something in your head always spouting out the negative stuff about you. So let's use this Valentine's Day as an opportunity to shift the voices in our heads, which is essential if you want freedom, happiness, and an abundant life. Also this week, on February 17th, we experienced the first of these 3 epic square-offs between Saturn and Uranus that we have in 2021. So Saturn and Uranus squaring are the most significant astrological events happening in this year. And their energy will be active for the entire year. And the first of those 3 meetings takes place this week. So this transit can best be described as the face-off between the old and the new. And we're witnessing that now on this national level with progressive politics and conservative ways of thinking facing off, which we saw this week with the impeachment. And then personally, we're likely to feel this ongoing back and forth between our attempts to move away from the old and the opposite extreme of wanting to go back to what is familiar and that represents safety. So the face-off between the old and the new. Throughout this year, Saturn and Uranus challenge us to question our old belief system and to be more progressive. So this is their first meeting, and they meet again in June and December. And these transits help us to open our minds to new possibilities that are ultimately for the best. So it's gonna feel tempting, like you wanna go back and be safe and the old-fashioned ways, but there's this other part of you that needs to move forward toward the new. And we know the new is ultimately for our best, but there'll be a little bit of that back and forth, probably for the rest of this year, but we're feeling it really intense this week. And then on Thursday, the 18th, the Pisces season starts. So all that Aquarius energy that's been in the sky, all those planets, the 7 of them that were in Aquarius, It finally begins to break up when the sun moves into Pisces this week. And Pisces is the final season of the zodiac cycle, which means things are reaching a culmination point. Pisces is a water sign, so we're going to feel more connected to our emotions and extra sensitive during this time. So we may also be more reflective and ready to let go of the past in order to embrace the start of the new zodiac cycle, which starts on the March equinox. So the transition from Aquarius to Pisces represents the shift from thinking to feeling. Pisces season is a time for forgiveness, surrender, attunement to unconditional love, and acceptance of what we meet on our path. Like getting real, like, oh, this is where we are. I accept it. I love it. I'm welcoming for it. And I know it's for my greater good. So the sun going into Pisces also shines a light on what we need to release. So there may be some things coming up over this next month where you're like, I no longer need that. Maybe I need a new car. Maybe I need to get rid of this friendship. Maybe I need to get rid of some of the clothes in my closet that are grubbed out and ready to be passed on to Goodwill. And then finally, on Saturday, February 20th, Mercury goes direct, or it goes forward after being retrograde since January 30th. So Mercury retrograde is often felt the strongest on the day it starts and the day it ends. So it's ending on Saturday. So remember that Mercury is the messenger of the gods. And when it's in retrograde, we get messages from our own inner God. So pay attention and open to any signs and messages that come up, especially on Saturday, because that will be a strong day. So Mercury going direct also means that none of the major planets are currently retrograding. So let's capitalize on this forward-flowing cosmic energy and use it to make progress on our goals, to look forward to the future, put energy towards our new projects, and enjoy this retrograde-free path ahead that we have for the rest of the month starting on Saturday. So when a planet stations direct after a retrograde, we experience a substantial energy shift. And Mercury going direct in Aquarius represents the time to apply all those things that we rethought during the Mercury retrograde. Remember, we talked about that being a time of rethinking things and choosing new ideas and new ways of being. So we rethought all that stuff. Now we're ready to put that into action. So Mercury being the planet of logic, communication, and linear thinking, it's inviting us now to make our dreams and our visions and our hopes concrete. We're taking those ideas and we're making them real. And we are moving forward, finally, yes. So this week with the Saturn Uranus square, the sun moving into Pisces and Mercury going direct, we're going to feel a big shift in energy. And it can be startling to your system. It's like you're getting out of we've been in a hot tub and it's lovely, and then we're getting out of the hot tub on a really cold night and we have to run to the door to get into the house. It's that kind of startling energy. So when you feel that this week, there's nothing wrong with you. That's just the energy in the sky shifting. So be patient. Go slow. Talk to yourself in a positive way. You can do it. You're strong. We're going to make it through this week by staying calm and relaxed. So take a break when you need it, and then get ready to start moving forward. Things are changing this year. They're changing majorly in our lives. And we are now well on our way to some of this fabulous change. And we start moving forward at the end of this week. So as always, thank you for listening. Happy Valentine's Day. Show yourself a little love, and I will talk to you next week.